All right, we're Chris Leight here from Wilkes University Tennis, men's and women's. And Chris, great to have you here at Arcaro Genell, the pizza capital of the world. Let's talk a little bit about this team and the fall season for Wilkes.
Yeah, thanks for having me, John. We started a few weeks ago with both men's and women's tennis. The fall season is kind of our non-traditional season, but we still do a lot of matches and tournaments, gets us going, gets us ready for the spring.
And it seems like you're winning, which the tradition continues. Everybody trying to knock you off. Talk about just keeping that strength with everything. And there's a lot that goes into it. I'm sure you don't want to lose that spot that you guys are at. Everybody's trying to chase you right now.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good and a bad thing. Like, I feel like, everyone's kind of looking to try to knock us off the top, but we take it as, we're confident and we're ready to accept the challenge. So we have a very veteran group this year. I have a lot of 5 senior men and 5 senior women. So we have really good leaders, really good upperclassmen, definitely ready to try to keep the streak going.
Let's start over on the ladies' side, the women's team this year. Let's take us through some of that talent.
Yeah, we're loaded. I think the best thing about our team is we're strong from the top to the bottom. Our depth is where we've really been successful. So we have a couple really top good players. Kendra Croker, local girl from Scranton Prep, returning Conference Player of the Year. Her and Jordan Vassar-Covey have been battling at the top 2 spots for our team. We have a couple of new freshmen that are going to play. Dana Saliev from the Philadelphia area, Francesca Varela-Seri from New Jersey, stepped into those next couple spots. And then we have a lot of girls in competition down low. Madison Salmon, who you're going to hear from, Taylor Hoffman, another good player. So we're pretty deep in experience, I would say.
Let's head over to the guys' side and talk about some talent there, and again, pretty darn deep.
Yeah, same thing again. A lot of returning starters. Probably about 10 guys that could really play in our top 6 and win. We returned the Conference Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year, Jason Murphy, at the #1 spot, who's ranked regionally for the first time ever. So he's a real good leader at the top. And then again, we have a couple other seniors that are in there. Dominic Parfianowicz will play probably 2 or 3. He's up top there. Adam Lefkandinos, you're going to hear from. Brian Murray, another senior. Troy Haas, who's here. Andrew Neidig. So we got a lot of guys battling in those spots. So it's real competitive on our team. Like, you got to kind of earn your spot, but that really helps us in the long run because we're really battle tested when we get to our matches.
Talked to a PSAC coach last week and talking about recruiting wise. Where are you at recruiting wise now? Hey, Wilkes University, it's 2016. What class are you looking at the Division III level? Because you guys are in the mix every year, so I'm sure you're looking out as far as a year, 2 years. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the recruiting's honestly overwhelming. It's just something, it's nonstop. It's year-round now. So, we're in the middle of recruiting the senior class now, but also starting to touch base with the juniors and kind of keeping track of the sophomores and freshmen. So the seniors, a lot of them have been here, applied to school. A lot of them are coming back for overnights or doing second visits. So getting all those scheduled and then reaching out to the juniors, starting to watch them at tournaments. And like you said, researching freshmen, sophomores. So gigantic database, but it's exciting. I like the recruiting aspect. I love talking about Wilkes University and our strong tennis program. So I actually enjoy the recruiting aspect.
All right, let's talk with Adam Lefkandinos from the Wilkes University Tennis Team. And Adam, for you, talk about your experience at Wilkes.
Well, I'm a senior here at Wilkes University. It's my last year. It's a little nerve-wracking. I've been dealing with tennis in school. It's been a hard mixing the two, but it's been good with Coach Leight, especially because he helps you out with kind of just balancing the two. Tennis has been really, really well for us this year. Even the past 4 years have been awesome. I came in as a freshman, didn't really know what was going to happen. Coach brought me to the team. The team environment was very comfortable and warm. I made the team, and so on and so forth. Just kept going up and up in the lineup, and I'm here now.
What's it like as far as your major and the studies? And
I'm a double major in management and sports management, and it's not bad. The teachers work with you being an athlete and everything like that.
There's a lot to the whole athletic program. So, tennis supports football and basketball supports tennis, and it kind of goes around. Talk about how you feel as an athlete at Wilkes and everybody rooting for everybody.
When you're on campus, you kind of tell the athletes, everyone says hello to each other. You all know each other just from seeing people in the weight room, seeing people in the fitness, just kind of doing speed and agility and everything like that. So you kind of know everybody. So it's a very warm environment, knowing your other kind of teammates, I guess you could say, since they're athletes at the Wilkes University. So it's nice kind of having that friendship with everybody because it's kind of a family.
Having this great tradition at Wilkes University for a long time, ever since I can remember Coach Leight and interviewing him for years. It's been there. It looks like it's going to continue. You happen to be a part of that. For you personally, what's that feel like to know that these relationships you have with your tennis people and some of the students that you're with at Wilkes will carry on for a long time?
First of all, it's very good just kind of have it right away when you come in as a freshman, because it kind of makes you feel very kind of welcomed into a community, and it just makes you feel kind of like an outcast and you're all alone. And in the future, I feel like I'll hold a lot of these tennis, especially in the tennis aspect, because I feel like I'm going to kind of prolong my career in tennis and use that as my base, as my job when I'm older. And those connections will help me find a better job when I'm older, especially through like Coach Leight and all my other teammates. And then other athletes, I would say just kind of just knowing everybody, and just anything you need when you're back in the future, they might be able to help you out, just because they might know somebody that will be able to help you out in that situation.
What's good about your tennis game?
What's good about my tennis game? I would say my serve and my forehand are my top two things. Backhand's a little shaky.
All right, so the backhand, something you're working on.
There you go, yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, great to see you. Thanks for coming to Arcaro Genell.
All right, thank you. Nice to meet you.
All right, we're talking Wilkes University tennis here at Arcaro Genell. Andrew Neidig with us, who is a junior from Delaware Valley High School. And Andrew, for you, what's it been like at Wilkes University?
Wilkes University has been great, honestly. The atmosphere, academically, it's been great. Can't complain about that. The teachers are really supportive. Coming into tennis as a freshman, it was awesome. A lot of seniors and a lot of upperclassmen showing me how to do it, how to live the college life, which is awesome. And then just growing in, I'm a junior now, so you're just growing in and you're learning from past people, and having a great coach like Coach Leight, it's really easy, the transition from high school to college.
That's pretty good. It's just one more step, probably. There you go. Andrew, let's talk about your team, the guys' side. Let's talk about some of the talent that you have, and take us through kind of that lineup.
We have a lot of talent. As scary as it sounds, I mean, it's really irreplaceable. You can't beat it. I mean, we have a great #1 player at the moment of Jason Murphy. He was a conference player of the year, and it goes down from really, I mean, we have John White, Arcaro Genell, Adam Lefkandinos, Troy Haas, I mean, myself, Brian Murray, Gabe Velez, and then we have two good freshmen who are here, Chris Madritz and Alec Levine, and they've done really a great job. I mean, stepping in, it's really competitive, our practices, which is good.
Coach Leight, talk about him. I mean, it all starts with him. What a great program he has run at Wilkes University. And both the women and the guys always seem to get along. It really seems to be a real nice mix.
He really preaches team unity and just getting along with each other, both men and women. It's really good. We have a lot of people on the team for tennis. You only have 10 or 12 guys on the team. I mean, here we're flirting with 13 to 15 guys, and men and women on each team. So we have to, really work with it, and it's really good. We have a lot of people on the team, a lot of different attitudes and a lot of different mindsets that, really get along with a lot of guys.
All right, Andrew, well, thank you so much for coming to Arcaro Genell.
Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure.
All right, well, we're Troy Haas from Wilkes University Tennis. And Troy, welcome to Arcaro Genell. And what's that tennis game like right now for you?
Doing well. We're doing well as a team. Obviously, we win a lot, so that's good. Winning is contagious, like they say. I've been playing well. When I first came in, actually, the first couple weeks were kind of rough for me, but I found my game. So now I'm playing better, and I'm looking forward to the seasons.
Your game itself, let's talk about some of your strengths as far as what you do well on the court.
Much of a volleyer. I like to stay deep, in the back of the court, baseline. I would say my serve, my forehand are my biggest weapons. But yeah, I like to stay back and hit the ball hard. So.
Let's talk about your teammates this year. Talk about some of the guys and some of the ladies you see play, and what you like about their games this year, because it's only the fall season, but there's still some winning going on right now.
All right, so I think the men's team is pretty old. We have a lot of seniors. I think, like Coach said before, we have 5 seniors this year, so that's a lot. We're an older, kind of mature team, so I think that helps that a lot of the younger players, get used to the college level and kind of find their games. The women's team, honestly, I think it's the most competitive it's been since the program started. Obviously, I wasn't here for much of the beginning of the program, but over the 4 years that I've been here, this is the best group of women that Coach has recruited.
And as far as your future endeavors as a senior, talk about what you're planning on doing entering the workforce.
I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but right now I'm double majoring in management and sports management. I actually interned with a publications company that writes tennis magazine over the summer. So that was pretty interesting, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but hopefully it'll be involving tennis.
All right, we're with Madison Salmon from Wilkes University Tennis. And Madison, for you, let's talk about your experience at Wilkes. What's it been like?
I've had a very great experience. I've been there for 3 years. I started as a freshman, and Honestly, I know Andrew and Adam touched on it a little bit, but the team is my family, the guys team and the girls team. Just the dynamic and the winning atmosphere, it's amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
That winning atmosphere gets contagious, and boy, it's been such a tradition for Coach Leight. How do you think it happens year after year? Again, being a senior now, what have you seen over your career?
You got to give credit to Coach Leight. He recruits. He does a lot of work with recruiting, but there's a lot of training, and we all get better. We all improve. Because he does recruit so many good people, we get to hit with them and improve every day. We're practicing together and improving and making each other better. So there's no way really but up for all of us. It's nice.
Talk to some of the other guys about the balancing of the academics at Wilkes with the athletics. For you, talk about your major and how you were able to handle that.
I am pre-optometry, and I am a biology major too, and minor in chemistry. So it gets a little busy, a lot of science, a lot of late night labs and classes, but Coach really does make it possible. He's very flexible with classes, and if we have exams the next day, we can study and miss practice, and there's always someone to hit with between the assistant coaches and the teammates. There's always someone to hit with, so it's nice.
Talk about where you're from, and as far as, finding Wilkes University or it finding you, talk about how that marriage kind of happened.
Coach kind of found me. I'm from upstate New York in Binghamton, so it's only about an hour and a half away. So it's not too far, kind of a nice medium. So he kind of reached out to me. I went to States as a senior with my doubles partner, so he reached out to me and found me that way. And I started looking at the school and found out they have a really good science program and a lot of medicine and pharmacy. So I like that atmosphere, and I talked to some of the former players and fell in love with the school and the team and the dynamic. So it was kind of a one-shot deal for me.
All right, well, congratulations and the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk with Alanna Denauski from the Wilkes University Tennis Team. And Alanna, thank you so much for coming to Arcaro Genell, and experience for you, your career at Wilkes. What's it been like?
Oh, it's been great. I love the tennis team. I love the academics. I love the small setting at school. I feel like I've had a really great experience for my college career.
Let's talk about your tennis game. Talk about what's going well for you this year and things you're constantly working on to kind of get it better as the years have gone on.
Definitely. There's a lot of competition on the team, so I think that forces me to play better. So I love that aspect. I think my forehand and serve have definitely improved. And probably my weakness is my footwork that needs to step up a little bit.
How about the players around you? Let's talk about some of your teammates and their strengths and how it makes this team, such a good team. And, the fall's kind of not as competitive as the spring, but nonetheless, everybody trying to get better all year long.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone has a really strong game. Everyone hits hard, is very consistent, so it definitely pushes me to play better and do better, and so I love it.
Your major. Let's talk about your major at Wilkes University.
I'm a business major and a leadership minor, so I love the business school. All the teachers help you. Coach especially will help you if you need extra time to study and stuff like that.
As far as your family, getting out to see you maybe at a tennis match or kind of encouraging you through college, tell us about them.
Definitely my dad. He's always at every match. He's never missed more than a couple matches throughout my career. He's always texting me, encouraging me to do better, so I really love when he comes.
Well, it's great to catch up with the Wilkes University Tennis Team, including Alanna Denauski. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wilkes University Tennis here at Arcaro Genell, the pizza capital of the world, here on the Mendola Show.